All right, this is me again live. Hopefully this is part 2. I'm just going to share it on Patreon. Let me see. Hopefully this will continue. Internet's not stable apparently. Let's see here. There you are. Okay. Here we go. I'm just going to share this on for the Patreon members. Hopefully it works. Why is it not working? Hold on. Hold on, guys. Oh, I see. Put the wrong code in. Doing, doing, doing. Hold on. All right, there we go. Just share it here. All right, there, shared and shared. Okay, hopefully, Ingrid, we were going to do Ingrid. Ingrid Utler. Oops, wrong way. Let me know if you're still there, Ingrid. Ingrid. All right. Thanks, Edgar. Ingrid. You didn't hear the explanation, Lila? Oh, I did the explanation already, Lila. Did you guys not hear? I think so, because you guys were still communicating. Check out the other recording, Lila. I think I... Okay. What was the... I'm trying to think what would it... Yes, I did all the explanation, Lila. I don't know. Maybe it didn't go through. I'll take a look at the after the session if it was there. And then I'll put it in the comments section. I'll have to remember what it was. I'm trying to think. What was it, Lila? It was... you had... Oh, you had fairy spotting. Let me see. All right, Lila, real quick, but I think it recorded. You had this one. You had fairy spotting, and you had... No, it wasn't that one. No. It was about believing. Let's see, Lila. Too bad you missed the explanation. I talked about it for like 5 minutes. Hold on, Lila. Trying to think which card you got. It just shows you how much I actually remember when I channel. I don't. No, 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 no. It was fairy spot. Oh, that's what it was. Fairy spotting and divination for you, Lila. That's what it was. You got these two, fairy spotting and divination. And basically what the message was is that you're very natural, intuitive, that you're more powerful than you think you are. But that what you're missing is the belief in yourself. It's almost like you you want to explore your own abilities, which are very powerful but unrecognized by yourself. But you're also afraid that once you open that can of worms, that it's going to come with a whole bunch of responsibilities that you don't know if you want to take on. But what I was saying was that the spirits really are nudging you to explore that part of yourself, because that's where your future lays. Your future is in the intuitive direction. Your future is in assisting and helping people to understand themselves more by helping them to tap into their own intuition, to tap into their divine connection to the all source of all knowledge and information. So that's really what the message was for you, is the fact that you are absolutely a very, very connected, intuitive person, that your inner guidance is very accurate and very spot on. And you do have a great ability to manifest, but what is blocking you and what is hindering you is the fact that you don't truly believe in your abilities. You don't truly believe that you are more than the character that you're playing today. You have to believe in the massiveness of your essence. You have to believe that you're enormously powerful and have the ability to get clear information if only you're willing, to open that can of worms. Okay, that's what it was. Okay, Ingrid Utler, I was gonna do next. Hello, hello. Welcome to part 2. Welcome to part 2, everyone. Sorry for the disconnect from the internet. It just went bing. And I never know, because I can see myself still moving and it still says I'm live, but then you guys are like, uh-oh, it froze. I don't see that on my end. That's why it's really hard for me. Of course I'm, woo! Hello. Well, that fell on the floor. Hold on. Of course I'm going to come back to you. We're doing 2 hours. Purity. Ingrid. Purity. And I wish I could do these more often, but I do them every week on Patreon for the Patreon members. And I try and do once a month if I can with everyone. But if you guys want more sessions, then you can always sign up for Patreon, and you get massive amounts of channeled posts. It's all channeled posts, channeled information about what's going on in the world, about everything. I think today I channeled information about schizophrenia. What's the dealio with that? Things like that, illness, people's questions being answered by spirit. It's all channeled information based on your questions. So if you guys like the channeled work that I do, go check out my Patreon page. It is €3 per month. You can cancel, restart, whatever your budget allows. So if you say, okay, I'll pay 1 month, €3, then you have access to all the posts from the past, all of them. You can read, and there's over 120 posts right now, all channeled information by different spirits, different ones. And then if you say, well, I don't have the budget, so I'll cancel it, and then I'll restart in a couple of months and go back over them. You can do that. Or if you want to continue to support my work so we can continue to do this, then you can stay every month and There's also monthly Jesus messages. So I connect with Jesus once a month, and he talks about all different kinds of things. The origin of man. He talks about the Bible. He talks about divorce was one of the last ones. He talks about divorce, for example. So go check it out. Patreon.com/forward Emanuelle McIntosh. And you'll see you'll have different options and what you can choose. And there you go. Patreon. No censoring there. Yay. Okay. Ingrid Etler. Purity, Ingrid. Always trust in the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart, and within it, you will find the answer to your question. Ingrid, it feels to me like you are there's just too much information out there, and it's really screwing you up. It's really making you feel confused about what's the reality nowadays. I don't know anymore. It's like this person says that, this person says that, this person says that, says these theories and those theories, and it's just freaking confusing, and you just can't seem to. It's like your intuition is letting you down. You can't seem to figure it out anymore, and so you're starting to question yourself. You're starting to doubt yourself. You're starting to doubt your own intuition. And so what they're saying is all you need to do is trust in your heart. Look at it from a neutral perspective. Look at it as if you were in your spirit form, looking down on earth, knowing that all of this is just an experience, that there's no emotional attachment, okay? When you look at it from that neutral third-party perspective, that's when the information will become clear on what is false and what is universal truth, okay? So you need to disconnect on an emotional level, because there's just too much information coming towards you. But when we disconnect, we are no longer emotionally involved, and we can find the truth, okay? Oh, love you too, Lila. Have a good day, honey. All right. Let's see. Who else? Ta-da. Theresa. Theresa MC. Theresa. A wee message. Yes, you can have a wee message. Oh. All right. A wee message. I just love that word, wee. Who here are Outlander fans? They say that word a lot. Wee means a little, a wee lad. Well, I'm married to a Scotsman. Gerald is born in America, but his father is, hold on, his father is Irish and his mother is Scottish. So Gerald comes from those areas. Hi, Ella. Yes, we're back in business, baby. We're doing a message for Theresa. We need some cards. Give me some cards. Back in business. I like Outlander. I don't know why. Emma X says my accent is more of Game of Thrones from the north. Love that show too. Theresa. Precious time, my love. Precious time. Yes, Gerald McIntosh. Well, it's M-C-I-N-T, so it's Irish, but his mom's name is Harris. So Scottish and Irish all blended into one beautiful person. Precious time, Theresa. The Fairy of Time wants you to experience every moment fully and to make the most of your precious time. Be mindful not to waste others' time either. What am I picking up on an intuitive level for you, my love? Oh, lemon lime water. Love that stuff. I don't know if you guys drink that, but it's pretty good. Lemon lime water. If you just squeeze a half a lemon, squeeze a half a lime, put it into water, boost ya. Theresa. Theresa, it just feels to me like you're your own worst enemy. It's almost like you always postpone things. It's almost like you always feel like you're too old or you're too late. It just feels like you always find an excuse to not move forward with the plans that you have in your heart. You know? And it's not to be mean. We're not being mean here. But you need to understand that there is no time, there is no age, and there is no excuse why you shouldn't fully immerse yourself in the dreams that you still have, in the desired goals that you still have. You know, that's what it feels like. They're saying time is precious. Doesn't mean you're running out of time, but it just means that take advantage of every minute of every day. There's so much time still to accomplish what you want to accomplish, to chase, not chase, because if we're chasing, we're always going to be chasing, but to manifest and really bring into reality the things you've always wanted to do. Don't stop making excuses. That's what I'm feeling, Theresa. I don't know what it is or what you're dreaming about or what you've always wanted to do that you've postponed. Oh, it was never a good time, and this came in, and then that happened, and children, and that. And it just feels like there was always something coming in the way of what you wanted to do. And they're saying you have no more excuses. Start doing it. Okay? It says here, experience every moment fully. It's like you have to, every day you have to live as if it's your last day. Every day you have to live with passion and excitement for what you can still accomplish, what you can still bring into fruition. But it's about believing in yourself, and it's about stopping making excuses on why you can't accomplish something. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense, Theresa. Stop making excuses, darn it. Know that we don't age, okay? Our body ages, we don't. All right. I hope that helps, my love. Donald says, put the lime in the coconut. Okay, Donald, let's get you a card. Oh, Donald. Put the lime in the coconut. Sarah, are we on the right timeline? Well, there's an infinite amount of timelines. It depends on what your reality is. See, right now we're all together in this group, right? But some of you are in 4th dimension, some of you in 5th dimension, some of you are in 3 dimension. We're on all different frequencies, yet we are co-creating. We live in a multi-dimensional reality, a multi-dimensional universe, and that's something that's really hard for people to understand. I just recently found out in a reading that I had with a person who did not know who I was, a medium that I'd been following. I've recently, Donald, I need another one. I feel it. Before I interviewed her, I wanted, I'd been following her for quite some time, and in the background, in the shadows, and I decided to have a session with her. And my spirits always said, well, you operate on different levels, but that never made any sense to me. And I didn't really pay much attention to it. Yeah, well, we're all on different levels. That's kind of my attitude. I don't overcomplicate shit. Like, I don't need to know all the ins and outs and how things work. I just focus on what I can understand at this moment. When I go home, I'll figure it all out. Not a big deal. Oh, there we go. Okay. But I just recently found out in the reading, the first thing she said, so the first 3 seconds, she just introduces herself. This is me. This is what I do. And I just go, okay. And she just says, okay, well, let me tap into your energy and we'll start with that and see what my spirits tell me, blah, blah, blah. She says, oh, I feel you're very excited, blah, blah, blah. Says a few basic things. And then she just goes and blurts out and she's like, you're very different. My spiritual team is showing me something I've never seen before. She says, well, most mediums operate on a 4 or 5D dimension. And that's normal. That's what most people do. In order to connect, they really have to move into a 4th or 5th dimensional plane. But she says, my spiritual team is showing me that you operate on 12 dimensions. And it just hit me right there. I'm like, no wonder I'm so screwed up. No wonder I'm all over the place. No wonder I have such a hard time, really grounding myself in my human existence. If it wasn't, my husband is my grounder. That's why he's here. It's actually part of his job is to keep me in this plane. Is basically what was revealed. And it just made so much sense because my entire life, this is not my home. I tolerate it. I tolerate it because I know I'm here to do a job and that I'm here in function of others. I'm not here so much for my own personal experience, although it would be kind of nice sometimes to have a really nice experience for myself. But I know that I'm here in function of others. But when she explained it to me, I was like, oh, it just bing. It's like this big flashlight just appeared above my head. And I was like, that makes sense. Why I can talk to anything, whether it's a spirit, I can talk to all dimensional beings. I know things and I'm like, why the fuck do I know that? And I know things that 99% of people won't even accept yet. And, it's frustrating for me to be connected on so many levels, yet to be in a reality where people will only comprehend a pinky of what I know. And it's really hard to be surrounded in a reality where people just don't yet comprehend what I know. And that's tough. Anyway, but I'm here for you, not for me. So there you go. Okay, Donald, because I love you guys. Anyway, isn't that sometimes I get those revelations because, they're like, oh, you operate on different levels. Well, you never told me it was 12 bloody dimensions. That was an eye opener for me. But it totally explained so many things that I didn't understand about myself. So many things that I was like, am I really a nutball? Or why do I know things that are crystal clear and super simple to me? And everybody's like looking at me like I'm teaching them how to operate, a rocket in space. And it's like, it's just so simple. And people are looking at me like I have no idea what you just said. Okay. Anyway, Donald, you got 3, my love. Believe in magic. Wish wisely. And what is it? Find balance. Will you do channeled message on the war with Russia? I've already revealed some of it, a little bit, in the other video, part 1, but we got disconnected. But I can't reveal much here because it's just censored. So I will lose my YouTube channel if I say anything against the brainwashed narrative. Okay, so if you want information on that, unfortunately, Patreon is the only place where I can speak freely without being censored for the moment. Let's hope it stays that way. So, Donald, find balance. Find balance between your work, rest, and playtime, and you will have more energy, harmony, and productivity in your life. Believe in magic. Open your eyes and see the magic that's all around in nature. The fairy of the Northern Lights says you are part of nature too, so you are magical too. Wish wisely. Use your wishes wisely to manifest your heart's desire and take practical steps towards making your dreams come true. What am I getting for you? Donald. Donald, I feel like you have all this wisdom. You also have knowings, just like I do. I feel like you just know stuff. But I also feel like the environment that you're living in, although loving and supportive, is also simply not ready to accept or even understand that truth. And so what I feel is that kind of brings you out of alignment with yourself, right? Because when we're trying to have a human life and we're trying to fit into, our groups or relationship families, you're constantly, it's a constant, how would I explain that? It's a constant energy struggle, right? The moment people are communicating with each other in each other's or are just in each other's presence, there's an exchange of energy. And it just feels to me like every time you're alone, you do great. I feel like when you're alone, you have the ability to tap into yourself, to tap into your own source, and to create magic. But the moment that you have to participate in the human existence again, you become unbalanced. And what you're trying to then do, or the way you're trying to assist or guide the people that you love, it just feels like it becomes difficult. And because of that, you start to doubt yourself again. And so basically what I'm hearing is, don't doubt yourself. It's about the energy. It's about being able to hold on to the balanced energy when you merge with the human, the humans, with the humans. Does that kind of make sense? I'm probably not making any sense. It's just what I'm feeling is it's a little complicated to explain. So it's all about balance. I feel like your energy you need to work on finding ways to maintain the balance, even if you're going out, even if you're looking at the world, to be able to maintain the balance. And once you do that, once you can, it's almost like you have to practice that. Like if you're going into a meditative state, for example, and you really you think about something that really brings you a lot of joy, that really makes you feel loved. You think about a beautiful experience you've had. And what that's going to do is, you'll feel it. You'll be in your meditative state. You'll feel it. You'll experience it again. And the trick is to hold on to that feeling. And once you get out of your meditative state and you come back into reality, try and hold on to it as long as you can. Try and feed that energy as long as you can. Just try it, right? And if you practice that every day, you're going to see that the first time you might be able to hold on to it for 5 minutes, and then it's going to be 10 minutes. And it's like you're going to learn to hold on to an energetic frequency that makes you feel amazing, that makes you feel balanced and peaceful. And if you practice that daily, then you're going to be able to hold and maintain that energy throughout the entire day. Does that kind of make sense? And when you do that, you're going to be able to step forward and make your dreams come true, because you will no longer be influenced by the constant up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down, the constant roller coaster ride that you're undergoing daily in your human life. Does that make sense? So if you can find the balance, and you do that by believing in your own magic, then you will manifest, because wishing wisely, it's about manifesting your dreams. You will manifest the reality that you've always wanted to experience. Okay, whatever that reality may hold for you, you will manifest it. Does that make sense, Donald? I hope that makes sense. I'm a little bit tired, but we're gonna go and we're gonna do, let's see, Samantha DeHoy's. Will I be in a new relationship this year? All right, I don't know. Let's see if we can get some clarity on that. Oh, well, this one just jumped out, didn't it? Moon energy. I feel like we need another one. All right. Thank you guys for joining. If you guys are coming back, there's also a part 1 to this, because we lost internet connection, so I had to create a new link. If you guys were in the other part as well, you might want to check out there. Ingrid, I did you. I think. Or no, there's Ingrid C. I did Ingrid. Who did I do? Utler. Sorry, different Ingrid. What can we do to live in a more peaceful environment? You first have to find peace within yourself so it can reflect onto the outside. And that's the hardest bit. That, my dear, is the hardest bit, but it can be done. It's about being mindful. It's about living one day at a time. It's about letting go of expectations and just knowing that if you are experiencing joy today, if you are experiencing and following your highest excitement today, that will lead to more joy, that will lead to more abundance. It's about living mindfully. Oh, there we go. Samantha, moon energy and protection. Okay. Surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life. If you're feeling confused, this fairy comes to calm emotions and reassure you that peace of mind is possible. And then the fairies of protection are shielding you with a magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking upon any spiritual work. Samantha, you wanted to know if there is any new relationship happening for you this year, and the answer is yes, just not in the way that you want it to. The new relationship is going to be with yourself. It feels to me like you're a person who really always you need to have a sense of control. In other words, how would I say it? It's not a negative thing that I'm saying, okay? Don't think of it in a negative way. But because you're a person who always likes to know where she's going, okay, you tend to try to control your actions, your reactions in order to fit that goal. Does that kind of make sense of what I'm saying? Because of that need to know where you're going, and because of the need to know, what do I need to do today? And you can't do that unless you have a goal, right? And so what happens is it's all about control. It's all about I want this, so I have to do this and that and this and that and this and that to get there. You start planning, you start creating in your head, and you're very heady, always in the mind, always trying to figure out how to move forward in the right direction, stay on the right path, do it as quick as possible, as productive as possible. It just feels like you're always thinking ahead. And when we do that, we disconnect from ourselves, we disconnect from our soul because we're always in the conscious mind. The soul is the unconscious mind. It is the inner, we call that the inner layer, but it's really not inner because it's actually your body is inside of your soul, not the other way around. Your soul is not inside your body's inside your soul, and your soul is massive. So what am I trying to tell you about this? It's in particular to the relationship that you're asking. They're asking you to flow. Let things happen as they happen. Stop trying to have a constant goal in front of you. It's about understanding and just kind of basically saying, yep, I know the universe has my best interest at heart. So I'm putting it in there and I'm just ready to receive whenever it's the right time. It's about surrendering that control and working on, the protection card for me is not just about, oh, watch out, you're in danger. That's not it. Protection is about inner connection. It's about, see how they all have different colors? See that? The colors of the chakra. It's really about allowing yourself the time and space to get reacquainted with who you truly are, not this human aspect of you who always needs a goal, who always needs to understand where she's going, but who are you without all of that? Okay? Allow the relationship to build with yourself first. You've always been trained and shaped to think ahead, to be prepared, to think, to succeed, to it's always work, 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 work. If that makes any sense. And it just feels to me like you're being encouraged, you're being requested to just be present, to just be with you, to have fun, to do things spontaneously without planning. It's all about that. And it just feels to me like the more you develop a new relationship with yourself of spontaneity, of fun, of, I don't know where I'm going, but today we're doing this. Tomorrow, who knows? It's about living in that spur of the moment, going with the natural ebb and flow of your life, of your own current, your own frequency, and seeing what happens without needing to know what's going to happen. And when you get into that flow, that's when the relationship is going to find you. Not because you will have willed it that way, but because you will have attracted it in a very natural, energetic way. Okay? So first comes creating a new relationship with the self, learning to flow, learning to surrender, and then comes a relationship that will be built and based upon that, knowing that you will have already collected. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's what I'm doing. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, Danielle. We'll do Danielle. All right. Oh, Danielle. You also have moon energy. Moon energy. Let's get you another one. Same thing. Surrender to what is. Don't try and control it. Don't try to always understand it. Things are the way they are for a reason. when it comes to you, Danielle, it just feels to me like you're always in need of someone. You're always, and it's okay. And get see here, magical blessings and tree wisdom. Okay. Um, yeah, I just feel like you really have a hard time being alone. It's almost like you're afraid you can't do things on your own, or financially, maybe emotionally. It just feels to me like there's always a fear of being alone or doing things alone. And this fear is what creates relationships that will continuously put you alone. It's just when we're living in that frequency, that's what we're going to receive. And so that's what we really need to work on. But let's see what your cards are saying. So moon energy says, surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life. If you're feeling confused, this fairy comes to calm emotions and reassure you that peace of mind is possible. Magical blessings, whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. The fairies say you can bless others too. And a tree wisdom. The tree dryad will help you navigate through your current situation. Her flute can reveal insights and answers through the sound that it makes. So again, this is kind of validating what I'm saying. So they really want you to just surrender to what is, and to live in a vibration of blessings. Be grateful for what you have. Be grateful for yourself. Be grateful for how strong you are. It's about really lifting yourself up and letting go of the insecurities, the illusion that you need others in order to make it, that you need others in order to be successful. And it's about understanding and believing that you can create anything that your heart desires by truly believing in your own abilities and your own gifts, and in the fact that you're the creator of your reality. So it's about becoming more mindful of the energies that you're sending out, the ideas that you have, and the feelings that you have, and recorrect them. It's about um, observing, acknowledging what's happening, and then redirect in a better solution, in a better direction. So if we're feeling alone, or we're feeling abandoned, or we're feeling betrayed, and we stay there, that's all you're going to experience in any relationship that you attract. You will constantly attract relationships that will have the same thing over and over and over again in some way or form. Okay, Ingrid Epler, I got you a card at the beginning of the session. Okay, go check it out later. Haha, see, I know I did a card for you, Ingrid. And so Danielle, it's the time has come to take on the responsibility for your own growth, to take on the responsibility for your own healing, for your own self-empowerment. And by doing so, you will find the song, the rhythm that you're meant to be in. And by flowing naturally, by not trying to manipulate the reality into it fitting your idea of what that reality should be, but just allowing things to unfold naturally, then you're going to see that, you know, a new relationship that is based on not trying to help you or fulfill you or make you feel better about yourself, but a relationship that is based on, you're amazing. Can I share that? You know, can we create something together? Two people being amazing together is going to be like fireworks. That's what it's going to be. Does that kind of make sense? I don't know if I'm making sense because I'm getting pretty tired here after 2 hours, but that's what I'm getting. Leave what it is. It is what it is. Let it go. Let it go. Okay. The only reason that that relationship ended the way that it did is because you're in a constant state, or you're residing in a frequency of, you know, feeling that you need others. Does that make sense, honey? You don't need anybody. You are strong enough, intelligent enough, more powerful than you can possibly imagine. But if you don't believe in it, if you don't believe in yourself, you're constantly going to attract the same stuff over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Not because the universe is punishing you or because that's all you deserve. No, because that's what you think. Subconsciously, you think you deserve that because that's what you're constantly sending out. You don't, your human mind doesn't want that, but on a subconscious level, that's the frequency you choose to reside in. And so that's what you're going to attract. Okay. So take back your power. Empower yourself with the belief and the understanding that you are a very powerful being. You can handle anything you want. You don't need anyone, okay, to make life into a success story. And it's fun to share your life with someone, yes. But until you can get to that point where you're like, ha, look at me go, got this, I got this, I'm amazing, I'm great, I'm perfect, I'm divine. Unless you get into that vibration of beingness, only then will you attract a relationship that's going to be like, yes, you are. Isn't it amazing? I love to share my life with you. So much fun. Okay. That's the kind of relationship you want. All right. So leave it for what it is. Learn to flow. If it doesn't work out, it's because it wasn't meant to be. Okay. And why isn't it meant to be? Because the universe wants you to take time for you. Empower yourself, embrace your divine abilities and your divine powers, and see the magic happen, my dear. And you will be A-okay. The universe has your back, they say, and they will assist you in any way possible. Okay? But get out of the frequency. You're on the wrong bus. Frequencies are like buses. You keep riding the same bus, it's going to keep leading you to the same destination. That's the problem. People think that if they keep, hoping for another explanation, but they're still riding the same bus, that they're going to get to a different destination. You can't. Change your frequency, change your reality. Change your frequency, change your world. Okay? Think of the world in terms of frequency. Everything is energy. Everything you think, feel, say, all of that creates into reality. So become very mindful of what you think. If it's a negative thing, say, oops, negative, whoop, immediately change the narrative. Immediately. If you're feeling fearful, oops, there I go again, feeling fearful. No, we're not doing that. That's the old me. New me, let's party. Okay, put some music on. Put the happy song on because I'm happy, whatever it is, right? Whatever gets your focus away from the fear. It's about you reprogramming your entire essence so then you can ride the right train to the right destination. Okay? That's what it is. Frequency doesn't change unless this changes. Your outcome cannot change unless you change inwards. Your outside reality is a reflection of what's going on the inside. And if you're always riding the same train, don't expect a different end destination, because it's always going to bring you back to the same thing. Same experience. Change trains. Okay? Get off the train and go find another one that's going to get you to the right place. That's the reality. That's how you manifest, and that's how you become a master of your reality. All right, my loves. I'm going to let you guys go. It's been 2 hours and a half now that I've been channeling, and I'm exhausted. But I hope you guys got some clarity on it. Let me know after I close this all off if there was anything that really resonated with you. If it didn't resonate with you, you can say that as well. If it didn't resonate with you today, know and understand that sometimes we do get information for something that's going to happen in the future. So keep the information with you. It might just come to pass yet. And know that these are 2 videos, so go check them both out because I've done names here that were on the other video as well. Unfortunately, we lost internet, so I had to make another connection. And I'm going to do this again, not to worry. So if you want to be notified, don't just subscribe to my channel, but also click that little bell button. There's like a button with a bell on it, because then you get an email every time I post something new, and that way you won't miss out on any of these, because I do these on a regular basis. If you want to have these done every week, then I recommend joining my Patreon account. There's over 120 channeled posts. That's where I am able to allow Spirit to speak freely about the things that we can't talk about on YouTube for censorship. That's where I allow Spirit to answer questions that you guys may have. And that's also where I connect to Jesus once a month and share his message with the group and many other things. Live Q&As. There are all kinds of live stuff, meditation videos, guided meditation videos, and a lot more of these. So the groups are smaller, so then you have a more chance of getting a message, because there's smaller amounts of people there. But there you go. Go check it out. Patreon.com/forward Emanuelle McIntosh. I also have a website, EmanuelleMcIntosh.com, where you can download the app on your phone for free. So there's an app. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm not very tech savvy, but there's an app where you can actually have a little logo with my face on your phone. So you can always access my blog on my website, and anything that changes, newsletters, testimonials, anything that changes, new products or new things that I'm offering or whatever, you will have access to it directly onto your phone. So go and check that out. Philip, much love to you, honey. Thank you. And thank you for being a part of my journey. I love you guys very much. And hopefully until next time, bye.